Hi, Bizzy here. Be love, be light, believe. How's everyone doing today? I thought I'd bring a piece of nature to you. I found a cool spot down by the river. Found a cool tree that I'm sitting with. To connect to nature, I thought I'd give you a nice background of the river. It's pretty muddy, all that rain we've been getting. Definitely must have flooded this area and it's receded at this point. There's a lot of bug sounds going on. I've seen a few butterflies, dragonfly. Yesterday, I will share this, even though this isn't a present thing. Yesterday, I was struggling with some things, and I was outside with my bare feet on the ground trying to get my head back straight. And a hummingbird just flew right up to me, hovered for, I don't know, a few seconds, darted a few places, and then flew off. These signs that come to me from nature always come at the right time, and it's my message for today really is that if you're struggling with something, anything, it doesn't matter what it does matter what you're struggling with. My point is, make a consistent effort and take some action and go outside. Take a couple hours of your day, if you can, soon, if not today, and go for a walk outside. Get out of the box that you're sitting in and go outside. It's so peaceful here. All those other things inundating us every day and day in and day out, and they're not here when you're in nature. I like to sit with the tree. You can't see. Put my hands on the trees, and I take a moment and take a deep breath. I like to look up at the branches and the leaves, not directly at the sun, but close enough. It's shining down on me. Feels good, that vitamin D. It's peaceful. Outside, in the trees, next to a body of water, is peaceful. Sounds. I believe that's a tree. Wow. just thought I'd bring you some presents. My presents, anyway. When you go out into nature and you turn everything off and you just sit and you pay attention to what's around you, what do you see? What do you hear? What do you feel? Do you smell anything? We can use taste too to get back into our bodies. Right now, I don't have any snacks. But I can taste the water. Alkaline water, in fact. No one ever really talks about, or at least in my experience, not no one, pH is incredibly important. The pH of your body is incredibly important. A lot of the foods and drinks that are in the American diet actually leave off acidic byproducts, and then your body has to work extra hard to rebalance itself. I find that I feel better when I drink alkaline water. It's more basic. It helps the body replenish itself. Citrus fruits are also really good. Greens. And there's lots of options for foods that leave an alkaline byproduct. And those high alkaline foods will help you get better and feel better in general if you add them to your diet. I think it's neat how as the train is fading away into the distance, the sounds of the bugs or insects that are singing their songs get louder. If you're stuck somewhere and you can't get out into nature, you can spend some time with me. Looking in the river. Soaking in some sunlight. Listening to the sounds. So peaceful here. Kind of makes you wonder why our society is built up so much on busyness and chaos and hurry up and do this and hurry up and do that, and you got to keep up with this and you got to keep up with that. Why? Do you ever ask yourself why? Why are you trying to follow and fit in if it doesn't feel good? Why are you endlessly chasing the next best thing when you fail to realize what you do have and what you can be grateful for? Our society, it's so, I have to find the right word. Consumerism has taken over, in addition to the fact that we all have these little phones we carry around that keep track of us. And they make gratification instant in so many ways. There's gaming, there's social media, the news, buying things online, watching programs. Having commercials blasted in your face to buy this product or that product, or this miracle cure for this, a miracle cure for that. Constantly sell this product, sell that product. What? Is that really what humanity has come to? We are one with this planet, and we are supposed to spend time in nature. Express our gratitude to the trees as they replenish our air. Express the gratitude to the water as it provides in so many ways. Express our gratitude to the earth as it provides nutrients for things to grow that we then eat or use for something to build with, for example. Bug got me. Thank you, bug, for keeping me in my body. All these things that we seek outside ourselves keep us in a sort of trance away from being present. There's an airplane in the background. See, the wind it's a little breezy today too, which I love. The breeze always helps me. It instantly grounds, instantly will calm you down. The longer you sit in nature without your phone, without seeking any of the online things that you use it for. You just sit and listen and look around. Even close your eyes if you want. I love to take little naps in the sun. Late afternoon is my favorite because the sun's not as hot and it's lower on the horizon. And it shines a little different through the trees. It likes to, as I was walking here, I noticed all the rays of the sun like peeking through the trees and making patterns on the ground as I was walking along. I like to take a lot of pictures when I go on my nature hikes and walks because I will bend down, I'll stoop over, I'll rearrange myself in a way where I'm not taking necessarily a traditional photograph, and I guess it's just a way for me to show how I perceive and see things differently. I like to take pictures of nature. The nature deserves to be portrayed. It deserves gratitude. And capturing images with photography. That was so loud. Capturing images with photography feeds one of my joys. It's like recording these videos. It brings me joy to know that at least maybe one person out there watches me on a video. Not me so much, but the nature that I take you to in these videos, and maybe something will resonate that I say for you, and wherever you might have been prior to that video, I intend to help you raise your vibration. I don't really have a lot of words today. There's a lot going on. There are a lot of words in my mind bouncing around. Which is why I came here today, to calm down. I really think that nature immersion therapy could help solve a lot of things for a lot of people. If you can't get to a river, or you can't get to even a park, find a tree close by. You can walk to a tree somewhere, you can find a tree somewhere. There are trees everywhere, even in the big cities. And sit with the tree. No agenda. Just sit with the tree. Trees are sentient, just as any other animal or human on the planet, and they have a huge network system that we don't even see because it's underground. When there are weak trees, other trees will send that weak tree extra nutrients. When trees are ready to, well, not necessarily ready to, but if a tree perhaps falls over, gets knocked down during a storm, it will give itself and the nutrients back into the earth. Everything is a cycle. Why do humans get so stuck on trying to fight this natural cycle of life that we live? Embrace it. Embrace this cycle of life that you're on. I've often thought of decisions and journeys as roads, and recently I have switched my thinking to rivers and streams and creeks, because if you're on a road, you can walk along the road, travel the road, whatever, however you're moving on that road, and a lot of times there are junctures and you have to make a decision, and it's all very methodical and planned out. However, life doesn't work that way. We can sit and plan all we want in our brains to do A, B, C, 1, 2, 3, and set this expectation up in our minds that that's how we want it, that's how it's going to go. You're ultimately setting yourself up for failure at this point. Not necessarily failure, but failure to reach that set expectation, because lo and behold, something's going to come along and it's going to get in the way of that road. If you think of your life path and your journey that you're on more of like a river, and you are the water or part of the water, your little water molecules traveling down the river, sometimes you're going to hit parts of the stream or creek that are bogged down and you can't quite get through, and you really got to like work through the mud to get through into that next step. And then there are other parts of the river where they're huge, like wide open water spaces where it's easy to travel around and move. And there's lots of other water molecules to visit and talk to. Then there are the waterfalls, or a dam, for instance, where you kind of get mucked up, and then all of a sudden, everything shifts. And there are rocks. Sometimes you've got all the rocky parts you got to go over, and eventually the water calm. You get to a calm spot again where you can relax. But as the water, you're constantly in motion, and you're constantly moving. There's even water molecules that get sucked up into the sky and evaporate, and then they come back down as rain somewhere else. You never know where you're gonna go. So no matter how often you plan that map, you map that route on that road, those rivers are gonna be coming in, flooding that road, taking you somewhere else. And you gotta learn to trust and have faith. That it's okay. It's okay that you are where you are today. Everything is right on schedule, because you can't go backwards and you can't go forwards. You can only be present in your now moment. I wish I could mimic this bird. It's going dee-doo, dee-doo. No, I can't quite get that tone. It sounds like a hiccup. Hiccup, hiccup. I find more enthusiasm and enjoyment out of going somewhere, especially if it's somewhere I've never been. A lot of times I go to similar places, or I'll go to a place but then I'll walk a different course when I go on my walks, and always looking for a new tree or a new spot on the river, or just a new path to walk. And there's plenty out there. Maybe is the point. We've inundated nature, and she is coming back with a fury. In many ways around the world, in addition to all the other things going on in the world that are less than ideal. Nature in itself is sentient. We are part of it. We live on a planet that is alive. We are part of it. We are so much smaller. We are the ants, okay? We are so much smaller, and all of these human things that some would want us to continue to focus on and be fearful and be sad and be depressed and be constricted and be trapped in scenarios we don't even want to be in. All of these things that cause us all of these negative emotions, they're there to disinhibit us from source energy and from connecting to this planet that we live on, that provides everything that we need. Mother Nature wants us to connect. And when we take advantage of her resources, she comes back with the fury. And she will bring weather to us in all sorts of ways to remind us that the weather and the earth, She can recycle and replenish anytime she wants. She can wreak havoc in your life. In such a way that you can't help but be grateful. You're alive, right? If you're watching this video, you're alive, right? I am alive today. I am breathing today. I am grateful to be alive today and breathing. Bird that way, there's a bird over there. Lots of birds. Go outside. Turn off your TV. Stop watching the stuff that's making you feel bad. If it's making you feel bad, quit watching it. If it's making you feel bad, don't work there anymore. If it's making you feel bad, tell that friend you can't be friends anymore. If it's making you feel bad, declutter your house. If it's making you feel bad, treat yourself to something good to eat, healthy, makes you food that feels good. Instead of that crap that's cheap, that's got chemicals in it. It's not right for you. We're not supposed to be processing chemicals. Human beings aren't supposed to be processing all these chemicals. We're supposed to be eating natural foods. Our bodies and our we haven't adapted to this recent last century stuff. We haven't evolved in that way. We're evolving here though. We're evolving in a mental way that it's so vast and so fast that it's difficult to keep up with everything. Which is why the better part of your day ought to be spent doing simple things, simple basic things. Anyway, my leg is starting to go numb, so we're gonna have to wake it back up. I can barely move it. My foot. It's funny. Anyway, thank you for joining me here today and listening to the words I have to say. Be love, be light, believe.